Tonight, I give myself a Brazilian. Dinner, that is. I'm making a Brazilian fish stew. And I got the recipe from my neighbor, owner of Soko in Brooklyn, and the grill in the West Village. This guy can cook up a storm, and he made this fish stew last week. I gave it a taste, and I am now making it today because it was that good. And it's easy to make, plus it's healthy. So as the weather starts to get cold and soup is top of mind, Brazilian fish stew. So what I got going on here is I diced up a whole onion, and 4 cloves of garlic, and I'm going to saute that in my oil. First things first, I'm hooking up my onions. Get those in first, get them nice and tender, about 2 minutes. Onions are nice and tender right now, so now I'm popping in my garlic, 4 cloves, minced. Add that to the onions. Now after about 2.5 minutes, I'm going to introduce my cilantro, my chives, and 2 scallions, which I've chopped up nice and fine. I'm going to add that to the mix. Let that permeate for a tad with my onions and garlic. Alright? Once that's all tender, I'm going to add 2 peppers, red and yellow, that I've chopped. It already smells awesome in here with these veggies sauteing. Now what I'm going to do is add 2 tablespoons of tomato paste to the pot. That's 1, and that's 2. Okay, let's give that a good mix again. Now we're going to introduce the liquids, and I have 1 cup of vegetable broth. Add that to the pot, and then I'm doing 1 can of light coconut milk. And I'm going to add that to the pot as well. Alright? Then I'm going to throw in my corn. So I took basically 2 ears of corn, chopped them up, put some diced garlic on top of that, and put them in the oven at 375 for 20 minutes. Give it a decent roast. And then I'm going to add that to our pot. And I'm also going to toss in a habanero pepper. Nice and spicy. I'm not going to chop it up, I'm just going to pop it in. Alright, there's that. Okay, and then a little bit of seasoning. I got garlic powder. I've got cayenne pepper to taste. You know, be gentle if you don't want it too spicy. Black pepper. Right there. And then I'll throw in a couple pinches of salt. Little pinches of salt. Mix that up and bring that to a boil. This pot is definitely boiling. Now we're going to introduce the mussels and clams. I got about a half ton of mussels and 8 to 10 little neck clams that I let sit in an ice bath with some lemon juice for about 20 minutes. So now I'm going to add that to the pot, bring it to a simmer. I'm going to add my shellfish. Alright. Give this about 5 minutes in a covered pot. Now the fish stew needs fish. So I got a half a ton of cod, 8 to 10 shrimp, and I sliced up into circles some squid, aka calamari. So after about 5 minutes with the clams and mussels steaming up, I'm going to actually add our fish, shrimp, and squid to the mix. Alright? Now it's going to get mixed up. Before I cover up the pot, I'm going to toss in a sample of mushrooms that I just got in the aisle over at Whole Foods. Little mushroom guys. I need a couple minutes. So I'm gonna toss those into the mix, give it one more stir, and then I'm tossing over the cover. Give it another couple minutes and we got fish stew, Brazilian style. Hurry! Reveal. Looking good. Wow. Smells good. It looks like the fish is cooked perfectly. Last step, I boiled 2 teaspoons of water, dropped in 2 little saffron twigs, and I'm going to add that to the mix minus the saffron. This will help with some flavor, but also add a pretty cool color to it. And give that one more mix. Now I'm going to plate this, taste it, and then post it. And that's it, a pain-free Brazilian dinner recipe. Now let's give this a taste. I got some cod and some red pepper on here, some broth. Super flavorful. You can kick it up with some Matu's hot pepper sauce or any kind of pepper sauce you have for some more spice. As you noticed, this was simple, easy, and healthy to make. And then go ahead and make it because the reward far outweighs the work. All right? I'm going back in for more.